And Shalom, Yahweh Shem Ashar Brakathon to all my brothers. Shalom, Yahweh Shamar, Alathon Bashem Ashar to all my sisters, all right? It's I.S.U.P.K Minneapolis with the Brotherhood class. And today what we're going to get into is just a few scriptures as far as encouragement and what you are required to do concerning brotherhood and sisterhood. First things first, I want to give a big shout out to, I.S.U.P.K, Chicago, of course. We had the best, Midwest Fire Weekend. It was another year of successful brotherhood and sisterhood. We fed the entire, we fed the nation of Israel, of course, out there, Rainbow Beach. We had a good time at the Bantu Fest. We had another good time at, just out there enjoying ourselves, partying, see what I'm saying? Making more awareness of the truth. Everywhere that we went, we had a good time at camp. We got us a boot kiss. We had Commander General YAHANNA, who is the leader of Israel, to come out and speak on behalf of the lives of Black and Hispanics, which was a beautiful sight and a beautiful day. This entire weekend was nothing but glorious, you know what I mean? Thanks be to the Most High. And shout out to all the brothers, who made it happen. All the sisters that made it happen out there in Chicago, okay? So I just want to get into a few things. Of course, we're going to get into Paul. We're going to get into Moses. We're going to get into a little bit of King Solomon and Yahweh Shai. Okay, these things that we are going to get into. Now I want you to pay attention. Now, first things first, I just want to put out there. Of course, in 2019, as you see that the years are starting to go by fast already. It's already July. It's about to be August. That fast. Time is just passing us by. We got 6 more months, I believe, left of this year, so-called year. And right now, as we see, these mass shootings that's happening in California, these natural disasters that's happening all over the earth, things is happening very rapidly. The wars, the rumors of wars, things is happening so fast before our eyes. Like Commander General YAHANNA said, we don't have too much time because we see in the Bible that the prophecies are happening pretty swiftly. So that's why today with the Brotherhood class, we have to focus on what's important, right? There's going to be distractions in your life where it might knock you off guard to the point where you're not sticking to what the Lord wants you to do, meaning striving and enduring. And that's the thing that you have to think about. You have to consider what is more important, okay? Is these things that's distracting you, are these things more important, or is it the Most High? Like Paul talked about these times that we are living in today. Times that he spoke about over 2,000 years ago reflect on today, okay? So that's what we want to get into today. All right, let me start off with Romans, the 13th chapter. And I'm going to break it down to you. Let's see here. All right, so it says Romans chapter 13, verse 11. And that knowing the time, that now it is high time to wake out of sleep. For now is our salvation nearer than we believe. As you see in these days and times in 2019, see what I'm saying? Our time is high time, meaning it is at the peak. It is minimum. We are at the point in life where if we do not decide to get our life right with the Most High, meaning keep the laws, statutes, and commandments, what's going to end up happening is we are going to die. We are going to be the victims of, what you see out in the world, police brutality. We are going to be the ones overdosing on drugs. We are going to be this world's casualty. We are going to be the ones, being mistreated and misguided in the churches. That's going to be us if we don't realize what time it is. And that's a Black thing to say. When someone, when any Black and Hispanic person say what time it is, they know what that means. It all depends on the circumstance or the situation. You see what I'm saying? Or the event. Like right now, Black and Hispanic people should know what time it is. It's time to get yourself together and right. It's time to cast off the works of darkness. because as you see, our people are suffering more. They got our Hispanic brothers locked up in cages. And they got, you know, Judah, you see what I'm saying, out here just dead all over the streets. They still got the Gadites, who are so-called Native American tribes. They got them still suffering on the reservations with no good resource of land. They can't feed themselves well. There's a whole bunch of alcoholism. There's a whole bunch of, you know, rape and molestation going on and suicide. We are living in hell right now. And what the Midwest Fire Weekend showed, it really gave me the reassurance on why this job is so important, why it must be absolutely taken more seriously than anything else in this world. This is life or death that you got to think about. You know, this is not something that you should take lightly or take for granted to play with. Because if you're not doing your job and playing your part, the Most High will remove you with no problem. And it's going to be a simple shalom to you. This job must be taken wholeheartedly seriously. You know what I mean? So right now we should think about these times. There's something to consider when you think about these bombings, these shootings, these these abortions. I mean, any attack that there is on a so-called Israelite. Any attack on any black man, any Hispanic or Native American man, woman, or child, you should think about what time we are. We are in the last days. And we heard this many, many times. But we are definitely in these last days, all right? So let's get to it. You see now. And that knowing the time that is now is high time to wake out of sleep. The sleep that we are in a trance of the American dream, believing that there's still a sense of equality to try to get. There's no equality in this earth. It's very mythological. It's very fake and it's imaginary. It's something that we create that's not there. You see what I'm saying? It is definitely an illusion. That's something that Black and Hispanic people are great at seeing, is things that are not there, illusions. You see what I'm saying? Because there are enemies, there are nations, white people in specific, that paint pictures of perceptions and give you this whole idea of what things could be or what they are when it's really not that. See what I'm saying? Now we live in a place where homosexual is a great lifestyle. They have many different types of homosexuals, as if they're transformers or different characters or something. See what I'm saying? You got a homosexual, you got a transsexual, you got a metrosexual, you got all these things, man, which cause a lot of confusion. That's the time and place that we live in today in America. We live in a state of wickedness, a place that is polluted with sin, a place that destroys your morality and gives you a sense of no human type of behavior, man. Like you know, the way America is set up, it's set up in such an upside down way. It's so backwards. It's very backwards, all right? Let's keep going. For now is our salvation nearer than we believe. How do we know that our salvation, meaning the deliverance that's going to come from Yahushua, how do we know that it's nearer than it has been before? How we know is because of what's being seen in the earth. The white man is slipping from his kingdom. How Donald Trump is in office and he's going to do another 4 years. Like, things is going to start to heat up a lot more and a lot faster. And we have to be the ones to control, you know, our situations as far as Black and Hispanics. Like, in our community, we have to fix ourselves up. We can't lean on the white man. We can't lean on any other nation to fix us. We must fix ourselves. And that's the whole purpose of a great man by the name of Commanding General YAHANNA. He's the one that's fixing and cleaning up the nation of Israel. And he's doing a great job of doing it. Everybody else is playing around. They are not doing their job correctly. They think they some prophets, some priests, but they are not. They are unlearned teachers. See what I'm saying? Really, they're just students, all right, who's goddamn out of order. They need to fall in line ASAP. Like these Christians, for example, who destroy you continuously every day. They are the ones that open up their mouth, and because they open up their mouths, they destroy your house, your household. For example, because there's no black men in the household, thank your pastor. Because that sister is so bold and so masculine that she says to her man that she don't need no man in the house, that she got it on her own, that she could take care of those kids and hold the entire world on her shoulders by herself. And that's a goddamn lie. Every real ass sister knows that she needs a man to help raise those children, raise herself, and survive. A woman can barely survive without a man. And that's no shade, that's the damn truth. And a real woman knows that. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the real women that know that. For those that don't, need to understand that a man is a very good asset in the household. He is very important. He is needed. All right? So, let me keep going. Verse 12. The night is far spent. The day is at hand. Now it says that the night is far spent. The day is at hand. Today is at hand already, man. When you see the things that's going on today, understand that these days are at hand, meaning it's right here. It's in front of you. It's in front of your face. It's time to get yourself together and in order. Otherwise, the Lord will kill you. He will chastise you. If that's not what you want, you need to get yourself in order. Simple as that. Let us therefore cast off the works of darkness, and let us put on the armor of light. Now, the works of darkness is sin, it's wickedness. We have to stop killing each other over the most petty, smallest things that you can ever think of. We have to, for example, a brother in Minneapolis just died. A 17-year-old boy, a child, somebody's baby, man. That is a baby. When I see a 17-year-old, that's like a 7-year-old to me. That is a baby right there, man. Somebody's baby got killed over gun violence, over he say, she say type shit. It's garbage, man. The only real niggas who can argue with each other and settle the disputes and discrepancies is niggas in the U.P.K. I would give some credit to those brothers and sisters who don't raise a gun, who don't raise a fist, who don't raise any weapon against their brother. I would give some people in the world that decency, to give them some respect, some class about themselves. But for those that don't, you hate niggas. You are so quick to kill your own. You are so quick to do wickedness, but not to, hash things out. And that's why people, niggas in the hood are emotional. The first thing a nigga say to him, he's ready to fight. If somebody's looking at him in a certain type of way, he's ready to kill. And that is just insane. That says fear, that says weakness, and it shows undisciplined behavior. And that's not us. That's not how men should be as far as the Israelites, the men of Israel. We were never emotional. If we were emotional, it was in a good sense of loving our nation, meaning we will kill for our own versus killing our own. Like, for example, when a white man, when another nation, so-called white man, kills Black and Hispanics, that is an act of war. And everybody knows that. If you understand war, you understand that that is an act of war. But when somebody kills their own, that is a crime. That's why they call it black on black crime. It's no coincidence. That's what it is. If a white man kills another white man, that is a crime. But if somebody such as the Arabs bomb the white people, that's an act of war. See what I'm saying? You see the difference. And these things we must realize, and these things we must push into the minds of our own people. We got to stop getting high for once or forever. We must, like dehydrate your goddamn self from all substance, all the drugs, all the Christianity. Like turn off those goddamn Illuminati videos, thinking that you're smart and intelligent. Stop listening to these conspiracy theorists because they all get high and they have nothing else to do. They don't work. They sitting around the house, not working, not getting out the goddamn house. They're sitting around isolated from the entire world, sitting on the internet and making up things that are not true. You got this damn Area 51, bull crap, man. Straight bullshit. It is insane and stupid. That's not what's important. That's a distraction once again. All right? Let me get back to it. Salaki. Sidebar a little bit. Let us therefore cast off the works of darkness and let us put on the armor of light. So casting off the darkness is the sin. It's the wickedness. But putting on the armor of light is a metaphor for the law. When you put the law inside of you, like how the Most High said that he would tattoo it in our heart, meaning it would be inside of us, it would be embedded in us. So our mind is constantly thinking about the law and nothing else. See what I'm saying? What is weed? What is crack? What is heroin? What is, all these drugs? What is a whore to a righteous man? Nothing. See what I'm saying? It is nothing. What is the lust? What is that temporary feeling that woman gets off of just having sex with random men? When she is changing her life around, when she is virtuous, when she is 10 toes down for the Most High, when she finally settled down with one man and stays with that man for the rest of her life. What is that old self to her? Nothing. Those are the things that we have to cast off. Because if we don't cast it off, we are going to meet our end when Yahushua comes. Your blood is going to be on his sword. It's going to be all over his garment. See what I'm saying? If you don't want to be that person, if you don't want to be his body, then what you need to do is cast off the works of darkness and put on the armor of light. These laws ain't grievous. See what I'm saying? These laws are perfect. These laws are everything that you need to survive. These laws are great. Okay? And that's why the Lord gave it to us. It shows the glory that the Most High has. It shows the power that the Lord has when his people follows what he says. We keep going. Verse 13. Let us walk honestly as in the day, not in rioting and in drunkenness. Like, we are not supposed to be running in the streets, rioting, tearing up every goddamn thing, our own community, so-called communities, the police station. We are not supposed to be rioting in the streets. You know what I'm saying? Protesting is not something that we were supposed to do. It's something that we never did. Like, the physical rioting has never helped. The civil rights movement has never helped a nigga, or a spick, or a wetback. What it has done is cause the white people to kill us more. The police see us protesting, they shoot us down more. They see you dancing and singing, they shoot you down more. Like, you do not change the minds, the hearts of these vile, disgusting people. It doesn't put an imprint. It doesn't cause any damage to the enemy. Because what you're doing is you're putting your life on the line begging for justice, for peace. You're begging, you're asking for things that are not there. You're asking for something that these people don't have. There's no sense of justice or any civil bone in the bodies of Edomites. Never. Like these people have the spirit of Cain. You know what I'm saying? When it says, I mean, like Esau had the spirit of Cain. That's why the Lord hates Esau, but loves Jacob. Although the Lord hates you, although the Lord loves Black and Hispanic people, the reason why we are suffering is because we have not changed the way that we are. The Most High gave us specific instructions on how to become a people, how to conduct ourselves, how to live our life. But we took it upon ourselves to deny it. And we called on another God. We called on another name. And because of that, we are suffering. We are carrying on the generational curses, but we are not carrying on the blessings that the Lord told us that we would have if we followed and listened, hearken, observe the law, statutes, and commandments. It was not hard. We did all the sinning. So if we can do all the sinning, if we can be so diligent in wickedness, how come we can't be so diligent in the righteousness? Now, a Christian would tell you that that is impossible. It is not impossible to keep the law. See what I'm saying? Like, don't let a contradicting, pork chop eating Christian tell you otherwise, because he is stupid, he is retarded, and he doesn't know a goddamn thing. All right? So let's keep going. Let us walk honestly as in a day, not in rioting and drunkenness. Drunkenness meaning we should not be high. We should not be high all around and trying to ride in, you know what I mean, when we see Black and Hispanic people destroyed, we should not, like, how can I say it? Like, in our lamentation, in our suffering and mourning, what we should not do is get high. It's not helping the situation. It's not helping the cause. Like, you sitting around getting high for Black and Hispanics, it's not going to get us out of the condition. It's not. It's only going to really destroy you. You are the problem. See what I'm saying? You are the problem. You are not the goddamn solution. Okay? Let me keep going. Not in chambering and wantonness. Chambering is the same thing as rioting, meaning coming up in a government, meaning a body. You're coming together in a body. Chambering, meaning you are going to riot, you are going to beg, you are going to go in a community and destroy because you're mad and you're angry. Now, when you do it, with Black and Hispanic people get mad and upset that their people are dying. I understand the pain. I understand why you are, destroying this whole community. The white people put a perception on you and call you a thug. But when white people do it, they call it a peaceful protest. Like when it was that big football game, the Eagles versus somebody, the Ravens or something like that, they called it a peaceful protest because white people are upset. But when it's Black and Hispanics, they call you thugs. They call you uncivilized. They call you all types of proverbs and bywords. But these people get the greatness, the great name. They get glorified, but you don't. That's how you know that you are not desired. That's how you know that we are in these last days. And in these last days, with this minimal time that we have, we must know how to use it precisely before the Lord comes. Okay? So let's keep going. And wantonness. Wantonness is sexual desire, unlawful sex. The sexual desire to do evil. When someone marries somebody that is already married. So for example, let me break it down. A man having sex with another man's wife, that's wantonness. The desire, the want and need of somebody else's wife. It's very disgusting. It's very homosexual, if I may say. A woman wanting a man when she's married is disgusting. You know what I'm saying? And every man should be strong in rejecting a woman that is married. You have to chastise these women. You have to get up all in their business. See what I'm saying? Before you decide to lay down with them. You gotta ask them questions. Are you married? They say no. Don't stop there. Are you talking to anyone? They say no. Don't stop there. You better investigate until you know. And if they say, yeah, I'm dealing with this and dealing with that, but we ain't together, you make sure that you call that brother. You call that sister. You call that brother up, man. So you make sure that you're not putting yourself in a bad situation where you're not in a situation where the Most High can judge you, where Satan can open up a door for demons to come in, because then you might get killed. She might get killed. You might end up marrying a whore. You might catch something. Don't put yourself in that situation, Akim. I pray that you understand. And you sisters out there, do not put yourself in a situation of desiring, see what I'm saying, another man when you already have a man. I don't give a damn how mad and upset you are, but that is your man. Just because you are emotional doesn't mean that's not your man. It is your man. Just because y'all haven't touched each other in weeks and months doesn't mean that's not your man. But if you go sleep with somebody else, that is not your husband. You are somebody else's property. See what I'm saying? You are somebody else's property, and you are not to sleep with that man again. And I pray that that man is disgusted with you. All right? Let's keep going. Not in strife and envying. So like strife and envying. Now the strife part. The strife is the hatred. There's many ways to show hatred, but this is pertaining to Israelites. The hatred that you show each other is, you talking about each other behind each other's backs. See what I'm saying? You not giving a damn about this brother. You plotting to kill. You're plotting to make a come up on your own brother. You know what I mean? You got this whole scheme, this whole plan to want to, rise above your brother. When, ain't no wrong, because ain't no wrong with wanting to be on top of the world. But if you want to be on top of the world, man, raise your people up. Bring them on top with you. You know what I mean? So you're trying to flex on a nigga, help a nigga flex like you is. See what I'm saying? That's what you need to do. There's so many people out here who just always want to flex on a nigga. I've never seen a brother try to flex on these damn heathens. These heathens, they make fun of you. These heathens, man, I'm telling you right now. I seen a commercial the other day when I was at the hotel in Chicago, and me and the brothers in the hotel looking at how this white man got all this jewelry, all this materialistic things because of his credit, but then this black dude, he ain't got much. You see what I'm saying? And it just shows the subliminal message. Like you cannot, even a nigga in the world can see it, I hope. Could see that commercial and realize that it was just an attack on black people. Although we should not care about materialistic things, but understand that in this white man's world, you have to be at a certain status. You have to be in a certain type of, class or section, or you have to have some type of popularity or fame in order to be looked at as great when it comes to these white people. And even then, these white people still hate you and they talk bad about you, man. It's one thing for these other nations to talk bad about you, but it's even worse when your own talk bad about you. That's why everybody is attacking A$AP Rocky. And there's a majority that's not giving a damn about him being locked up. Now, just recently, he got charged and pled not guilty. That is the Lord. Like I said last week, Bill Cosby, R. Kelly, that is the Lord that did it. Although it's very sad and terrible, that is the Lord. Because these men refuse the Most High. They have put themselves in a great dishonorable situation of opening up their goddamn mouths, speaking bad about Black and Hispanics. And all three of them, actually, there's cases, there's videos, there's evidence, all three of them speaking disgustingly about their own people. And look at where they're at right now. And they chose the wrong lifestyle. See what I'm saying? And the Most High is just judging Israel left and right, left and right. See what I'm saying? That's why we must come together, man. Instead of the Lord shaming you, he can glorify you. In the I.S.U.P.K, man, I saw so many men, and you know, I saw so many men this Midwest Fire weekend. I saw them just getting glory, just thrown at them. Just watching these sisters, man, do amazing jobs in the work of the Lord. Like those men and women I respect more. These people out there in the world that got these so-called fame and popularity, that doesn't mean a goddamn thing. Once again, there's no respect to persons, man. I respect these brothers and sisters more than I would respect this person who's been in the game for 5, 10 years and all this, man. That's not, I mean, that doesn't impress a nigga like me. I'm impressed when I see people do real things, like go out on the street corners and speak up against the enemy on behalf of their own people, knowing that they can lose their life. Because there was a time and place where we didn't have that power as Black and Hispanics. If you spoke up against the white man, you were dead. That rope, your head was going to be inside that rope. Your woman was going to be raped, molested. Your child was going to be sent away. You was going to be beaten, emasculated. But now we live in a time where, ever since 1969, man, the Lord has given us the power, the strength to carry out these prophetic words. See what I'm saying? He has given us the strength and power to be, to gather up our people, to become a nation again, and to take back what is ours, man. And we ain't got no goddamn fear. The only thing that we fear in the I.S.U.P.K is the Most High. Yahweh is his name, and you better remember it. All right, let me keep going. Salaki. Let me just stop right there. Okay, let me go ahead and keep moving. Let me see here. Let's go to Deuteronomy 31:6. Deuteronomy 31:6 should be a good scripture to understand something. Like the moral of the point that I want to get into is that, you know, with everything that I said about Romans, what Paul has said, pretty much. What I want you to understand is that with this brotherhood and sisterhood, we have to continue to encourage each other. We got to check up on each other. We got to make sure that, you know, we are tawab. All right? Let's go ahead and get this real quick. Deuteronomy 31:6. So like, Deuteronomy 31:5. And the Lord shall give them up before your face, that ye may do unto them according unto all the commandments which I have commanded you. Verse 6. Be strong and of a good courage. Fear not, nor be afraid of them. For the Lord thy God, he it is that doeth go with thee. He will not fail thee, nor forsake thee. Now, I read the whole thing for this purpose. The whole purpose of this is saying, be strong and of good courage. Being, having strength and courage is the Holy Spirit. It is what the Most High gives you in order to carry out the work of the Lord. Without the work of the Lord, you have nothing. You have nothing to show. You have nothing to produce. So having strength and courage is what's going to fuel or fulfill the work of the Lord. And that's what you're going to need in these days and times, where you're going to see on your left hand and right hand side, Black and Hispanic people dying at a crazy number. And what you also going to need is the brotherhood to lean on, the sisterhood. You are going to need constant counsel, because your mind is going to spin. You're going to know how to carefully pick your righteous decisions. You know what I mean? You are going to have to get this knowledge and wisdom. You are going to have to come to class. You are going to have to experience these crazy situations in life coming into the truth. You are going to have to battle demons. You are going to have to go through so much in order to serve the Most High and raise up your nation. Like, it comes with a lot, but it's great. It's worth it. This is better than whatever the hell is out there in the world. And what's out there in the world is out to get you, meaning to kill you. Everything in the world is there to attack you. See what I'm saying? It's going to sign you up for death. But in the I.S.U.P.K, man, we sign our life over to the Most High. When we take this oath, we write our name in blood. And if we decide to remove ourselves from this holy sanctuary, it is our life that is really on the line. And we are in jeopardy. And our nation is getting attacked more and more when we do not decide to come together and stick together. So it's very important that you stick together. All right? You see what I'm saying? It is very important that you stick together as Black and Hispanic people. And you cannot stick together if you are outside of these walls. You cannot stick together if you are the one constantly getting high. You just constantly can't break your weed habit, your crack habit. For some reason, you are still drawn to that family of yours that you call family, but really, they are just backbiters. They really don't give a damn about you. They use you every time. They talk about you, and when you come around, they smile in your face. All right? So, once again, be strong and of a good courage. Fear not, nor be afraid of them. Be afraid of nobody, but fear the Most High. There are things that's going to come upon you in this day and time in your life, and it might be new. It might catch you off guard. That's when the more that you learn and study, that is called training. And you have to apply that training with each and every situation. If there's something that you don't know, if there's like, for example, if there's a demon that you do not know how to fight, that's when you call for counsel. That's when you get that help. And when you get that help, you are stronger. And don't let any goddamn thing remove you from this sanctuary. If you let anything remove you from this holy place, you are weak. And if you do not get yourself to be strong, it is you that do not want to be strong. It's nobody else's fault. It's not what somebody said. It's not what somebody did. It is you. You are the problem. You don't want to be here. You allow that demon to let you leave. And that falls on you and nobody else. There's no excuses in the I.S.U.P.K. See what I'm saying? We don't make excuses in here. And if we hear an excuse, it's going to have to get checked. It's going to have to be pointed out. So I pray that you watch your mouth when you speak amongst these good men. See what I'm saying? These great men, these women, because nobody got time for excuses. Either you are going to endure to the end, or you are going to go halfway. Which one is it going to be? You decide where your life is going to be by the time YAHANNA gets here. Even if that means that you die doing the work of the Lord. If you die doing the work of the Lord before YAHANNA comes, that says a lot. That says that you endured. and to the end, right? You endure. Now, if you are alive when Yahushua comes and you decide to drop your sword because you're like, man, I put in too much time, I put in too much work, when is he coming? When your faith is as shaky as that, you got to fix yourself. You got to correct yourself. You got to be strong and have that courage, man, for you to endure, to go through the fire over and over again. When you die, when you come back over and over again. Because we did it before. All right? And keep going. Let's see. For the Lord thy God, he it is that doeth go with thee. He will not fail thee, nor forsake thee. Now, if you're strong and of good courage, and you fear nobody but the Lord, and you do what he tells you to do, the Most High is not going to fail you. He's going to be there for you. He's not what the word says, forsake thee. Forsake is just it's a biblical word for saying forget you. The Most High is not going to forsake you if you do what he tells you to do. A lot of people blame the Most High. They pray to the Most High and yell at him and wonder like, Lord, why have you done this to me? Why have you forsaken me? And these are the same people that ask when they are doing evil works, when they are doing the work of Satan, thinking that they're doing the work of God. See what I'm saying? That's the difference. Okay? You keep going. All right, so like that was it. Hold on. All right. Salaki. What time is it? Let me see what else is next now. Ecclesiasticus 4:28. It's going to be right here in the Apocrypha. The Apocrypha, which means hidden or middle, okay, in the Hebrew. Ecclesiasticus 4:28 is where we're heading to. All right, let's see here. All right, let's get it. Ecclesiasticus 4:28. Strive for the truth unto death, and the Lord shall fight for thee. Now it says, strive for the truth unto death. Like, this is King Solomon. He's telling you, man, strive. Meaning keep fighting, keep going until death. See what I'm saying? And here's why. And the Lord shall fight for thee. How do you know that the Lord's going to fight for you? He's going to keep you protected. He's going to keep you safe. Like Jeremiah just said yesterday on the grill, Commander Junior YAHANNA's grill show. You know what I mean? He said, look, ever since I've been in the I.S.U.P.K, I've been protected all these years. And these generals have been around for over 25 plus years. You see what I'm saying? Been around for many, many years. And they have been protected. They are not dead, but very much alive. And that was because the Lord protected them. Like, it's not hard for anybody to die around here. But when you serve the Most High got something else set in stone for you. See what I'm saying? The Most High kept that brother alive. Kept many brothers and sisters alive to come into the truth, to get themselves in order, to strive to fight this good fight, this spiritual warfare that we are all fighting. Okay? So strive for the truth unto death. Until you die. Strive. You know what I mean? May the brother, man, what's the brother's name? May the brother that died in Atlanta in the truth, man. Almost 2 years, I believe 2 years ago already. About a year or 2 years ago. Yeah, it'd be like 2 years ago. The brother Officer Common War, man. The officer, I believe, of 500 or 1,000. The brother died of a heart attack in the truth. And that brother strived until he died. And that brother will rise again in Christ. See what I'm saying? That brother will be protected. That brother will be looked at as favored by the Most High. That brother will come back. See what I'm saying? May that brother's spirit rise again and again. And everybody else who has died in Christ, may they all rise again. The sister Kapatazai. See what I'm saying? Man, Abba Bivens. See what I'm saying? Anybody else that I probably missed. You know, only a few of us died in, you know, in the I.S.U.P.K. But in the Christian church, many people died because the Lord is not with them. And they are dying horrible deaths, man. They are dying horrible deaths. But may those brothers and sisters rise, man, because they did tremendous, amazing work in the name of the Most High, the name of Yahushua, okay? So if you strive for the truth unto death, the Lord will fight for you. And that is something that should give you chills. That is something that should give you encouragement. It should give you the strength, knowing that your God is going to fight for you. He's going to make sure that your enemies do not harm you. But when you walk around in the building, when you walking around amongst this earth, when you are at the job, when you are in some type of situation, man, your enemies will respect you. They will respect you. They will understand that you are not to be messed with, because the Most High is on your side, and you are on the side of the Lord. And they don't want to mess with a child of the Most High, because something dangerous can happen to them. And if they're not careful, they will find out. All right, let's keep going. Let's actually go to something else. Let's see here. 1 Peter 4:12. Yeah. 1 Peter 4:12 is where we're going next. Let me see here. Okay, 1 Peter 4:12. Beloved, think it not strange concerning the fiery trial which is to try you, as though some strange thing happened unto you. So what that means is this. Don't think it's strange when you come into the U.P.K. and you're trying to change your life around, and you get into an argument with a brother or a sister. Y'all have a fallout. Y'all have a dispute. Don't find it strange. You know why? Because things like this happen, and the Most High is testing you. The Most High is trying your spirit. Like in order for the Most High to know what type of child you are, He must try you. You are going to go through family attacking you, friends, so-called friends, attacking you, saying that you are in a cult, that you are crazy, outside of your mind, that you have no knowledge, no truth, and that you got a demon on you. Some people in the world will say that you got a demon on you, which is very hilarious. It's very funny because it's them that got the demon. And they don't understand and they don't know. They don't know what the hell a demon is, because they are the ones that are possessed. You see what I'm saying? They are full of demons, and they don't understand or see it. So once again, beloved, think it not strange concerning the fiery trial, which is to try you, as though some strange thing happened unto you. Like, don't look at it as strange. You want to rejoice. That's what you want to do. You want to be glad that these things are happening to you. Because when you was out there smoking weed, doing crack, popping pores, when you was out there being a disgusting homosexual, when you was out there being a cop, a police officer, when you was talking bad about niggas, selling that dope, everybody loved you. Everybody respected you. Nobody had anything bad to say. They said, get it how you live. They didn't give a damn about you doing wrong. But now that you're trying to do right, they want to be all in your business. They want to talk bad about you. The white man's the devil, man. Because the white man puts that perception in your mind. And we are destroyed, man. We are drunk off of this perception. We are drunk off the way of life that is profane in this earth. Okay? And keep going. But rejoice, and as much as ye are partakers of Christ's sufferings, that when his glory shall be revealed, you may be glad also with exceeding joy. Meaning, when these things happen to you, you should be happy. Rejoice. Like, for example, anytime that we are out on the streets and somebody talks about Commander General YAHANNA, someone tells us that we look like Power Rangers, and that we are just, crazy. We are too radical, too militant. Rejoice, because you are all those things. You are everything. You are in a cult. You are a cult leader if you are a man. You are a cult princess if you are a woman. And no one would ever understand what the hell you are saying, because it's not meant for them to understand it. It's like the parable when Yahushua was speaking about this parable, and some got it and some didn't. And on purpose, he did that. And for those that caught it, was supposed to understand the parable, because it was for them to know what he was saying. But for the others that did not understand quite frankly, it wasn't for them to understand in the first place. So when we go on the street corners, when we speak this truth, and somebody doesn't understand when we say that the white man is the devil that the Bible speaks of, so be it. When we say that, we are only, that Black and Hispanic men can have multiple wives in a lawful manner where it's not unlawful, like you're not having unlawful sex, people will not understand it. They will see that's cheating. When a woman tells her group of sisters, so-called, or her friends, her female friends, that she's going to be with a man that is going to tell her to be quiet, tell her what to do, how to raise the children, they are going to look at her like she's dumb and stupid. Like she settled down for a nothing-ass nigga when she has struck gold. If a woman can find a man that can treat her right, not lie to her, hey, babe, look, I got 2 eyes, and you still trying to get with me? And she says, con, I don't want con. That is one hell of a woman. If you find a woman like that, you found something, man. Like the scripture says, man, you have found a good thing. Paraphrasing. If you could find a woman that is ready to serve you, to help the Black man, and not destroy you or emasculate you, that's what you need, man. You better marry her fast before she change her mind. See what I'm saying? Damn right, sis. You're right about that. Damn right it is them. See what I'm saying? You better change the norm in this earth. Change the norm that, what we're doing in the I.S.U.P.K is the new normal. The things that's happening in the world is abnormal. Okay? So rejoice, and as much as we are partakers of Christ's sufferings, meaning things that Christ suffered, which is the backtalk, the persecution. I mean, he got killed for this, man. Everything that Christ suffered, we must suffer. We are the partakers of Christ. So what happened to him is going to be done to us likewise. You know what I mean? These things are going to happen. Like how Christ was hated in his own country or own city, so are we. Everybody love Christians, man. That's soft speaking. Disgusting. But everybody hates this truth. That's why Paul said, am I your enemy because I tell you the truth in Galatians? Am I your enemy because I tell you a lie? I mean, it's like, because I tell you the truth. I tell you that the white man is your enemy and not your friend or your family. I tell you that Black, Hispanic, and Native American people have been oppressed and we are brothers and sisters. You look at me like I'm crazy. Like I make no sense of anything that I'm talking about or what I'm saying. So it's crazy, man. All right. Let's go ahead and get 1 Corinthians 9 and 23. First Corinthians 17, let me see. 17:35. Give me a second, Salaki. First Corinthians 9 and 23. All right. 9 and 23. And this I do for the gospel's sake, that I might be partaker thereof with you. Know ye not that they which run in a race run all, but one receiveth the prize. So run that ye may obtain. Now, what Paul is speaking about in Corinth, he's saying that, look, even I am a partaker of this race. And this race is serving the Most High. It is a battle. It's something that you are going to have to strive for. When you find yourself out of breath, you are distracted, you are feeling faint, you are feeling weak, you have to go at a slow pace. This is not a race that you have to beat right away. Take your time in this race. That's why it says, know ye not that they which run in a race run all. Meaning you're not going to run this thing, meaning you're not going to run fast. You're not going to get to the finish line that quick. You are going to have to strive. You are going to have to pace yourself. But it says, but one receiveth the prize, meaning one that runs and they finish the race by themselves receiveth the prize. No, we are all going to receive this prize once we get to the finish line. But it is a race. I mean, it's like, hold on. Yeah, knowing that when we run, we don't finish all the we don't finish, right away. We are striving, like it says, we are striving, and we don't run this race like that. You got to continue to pace yourself, and you want to take your time when it comes to being in the truth. You're not going to know everything all at once. That's why classes are very important. The classes are important. The lectures are very important because it's going to take you some time. These men that you see that are so great and talented did not get like that overnight. It is not a rush. It is a pace that you have to run in the work of the Lord. See what I'm saying? And serving the Most High. Okay? It says, so run that ye may obtain. So you want to run, of course. You want to pick up your feet and run, but you want to obtain the knowledge, the training, all the necessities, all the tools that you need in order to finish through that line, okay? And keep going. Verse 25. And every man that striveth for the masteries is temperate in all things. Now let's get what temperate means. All right, temperate. Temperate is emotionally calm and controlled. Now, another definition is avoiding behavior that goes beyond what is normal, healthy, and acceptable. So let me see. So I'll say emotionally calm and controlled. So And every man that striveth for the master is temperate in all things, meaning he has things under control. He is in control of the race. They take, this person is taking a time. This person is taking a time, and they are striving in that race. Now it says, now they do it to obtain. Also, like I can stop right there. Okay, let me stop right there and get to Matthew. Matthew is very important. Let me see what time it is. All right, Matthew is really what I want to touch on. It's going to be Matthew 24 and verse 8. So you want to take your time growing in the truth. Take your time shedding yourself of this world. All right. Matthew 24 and 8. All these things, so like all these are the beginning of sorrows. Verse 9. Then shall they deliver you up to be afflicted. Then shall they deliver you up to be afflicted, and shall kill you, and ye shall be hated of all nations for my name's sake. Now, this is talking about the condition of what's going to happen to Black and Hispanics, as far as how we are going to be delivered to be afflicted, and we are going to be killed. Not all of us, but it's just, it's giving us an example, a prophecy of what's going to happen. And ye shall be hated of all nations for my name's sake. And that's us today. How you know that we hated? Because we are in cages. See what I'm saying? Out there on the border. See what I'm saying? White man got us locked up in cages. He's killing us. He's drowning us. And we are making headline news because of it. All right, let me keep going. And then shall many be offended, and shall betray one another, and shall hate one another. Now, that's us today. We are going to be the ones that's going to be offended, and we are going to betray one another, and we shall hate one another. That's the Black community right now. We hate each other so much that we would kill each other. All right, we would kill each other, we would murder each other, and not think twice about it. Like as soon as somebody says something nasty, disgusting to us, we're ready to kill. Okay? We keep going. Verse 10. No, select it. Verse 11. And many false prophets shall rise and shall deceive many. Martin Luther King. I have a dream. His dream was to sleep with white women and for us to follow along behind him while we join hands with these devils for equality so they can suck us dry like they did already and like they are still doing today. Martin Luther King was the worst leader. Al Sharpton was the worst leader. Jesse Jackson, who was right beside these men, a disgusting traitor. See what I'm saying? Let me see. And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. And the sin, man, the abomination of sin, man, the iniquity shall abound. I mean, it's going to grow. And the love of many shall wax cold. Goddamn, man. Let me keep going. Verse 13. But he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved. Meaning Christ has given us the examples of what's going to happen. That's why it's called the beginning of sorrows. Like this is like similar to what you would read in the book of Proverbs, or so like Ecclesiasticus or Ecclesiastes, when it talks about the things that King Solomon saw underneath the sun, the oppression, the vexation. All right, keep going. So like it's actually it. But he that shall endure to the end, the same shall be saved. So we are going to be saved if we endure to the end. And we are going to be the ones that's going to be, manifest with the law inside of us. Like brotherhood and sisterhood plays a big part in everyday life. It's not something that we just say on Tuesdays. It's an everyday way of life. It's your life. It's your everyday thing that you must not sacrifice, like it, exercise. Exercise and how to become a better brother and sister is what you need to do. Like people gotta stop being so damn ignorant and let go of those feelings that mean nothing. Everybody don't vibe with each other. Everybody don't get along with each other. But at the end of the day, are you gonna lay your life down for your nation if it comes time for it? Or are you gonna let your nation just die? Which one is it gonna be? Be strong or be a coward? And there's no cowards in the U.P.K. All men, all soldiers, and that's it. Okay. Now, let me get Exodus. Let me see. Hold on, it's a lot here. Let's get Exodus 15:3. It's a lot. Exodus. Let's get it. All right, Exodus 15:3. Exodus 15:3. The Lord is a man of war. The Lord is his name. Now, when it says Lord in big bold letters, that lets you know it's talking about the Most High. So it says the Lord is a man of war. The Lord is his name. Now, a lot of times people speak about the Most High as if he's some soft, sissy boy, some sissy man. The Most High, whose name whose name is Yahweh, is a masculine spirit. That's what he is. It's classified. See what I'm saying? The Most High is a masculine spirit, and he does not play any games. He is such a badass. Like the Most High is gangster, man. If you don't know his power, or you have not seen this man power throughout the scriptures or just in front of you, you are lost and destroyed. You need help, and you are deceived. Okay? So the Lord is a man of war. So since the Most High is the man of war, what should Black and Hispanic men and women be? They should be a man or woman of the Lord. They should be a man should be a soldier, man. He should be hard and all stern, like Christ was. A woman must be strong and must be faithful and loyal to her husband, to her man, to her nation. See what I'm saying?
The time is 8:45, and the Minneapolis Central Library will be closing in 15 minutes.
All right. And that's what a man should be. See what I'm saying? A man should be strong, and a woman should be tender and delicate to her man, to her nation. You know what I mean? Like, we got too many monsters out here. We don't need no more. We need those sisters that really care about a man and care about herself. That's what we need. That's what we need. We need a nation of that. We don't need no evil woman all over loving hip hop, Bad Girls Club, the Real Wives of basketball, the Real Husbands of basketball. I don't know what's called. We don't need that. See what I'm saying? Let me see here. Let me keep going. Something else. 2 Timothy 1:7. Let me get that real quick. Actually, okay. So like to bear with me. All right. 2 Timothy 1:7. For God hath not given us the spirit of fear, but of power and of love and of a sound mind. See what I'm saying? For the Most High has given us the spirit of, for the Most High have not given us the spirit of fear. So for example, like how the Most High just said in Deuteronomy, don't be afraid. Don't be scared. The fear, if you feel any fear, understand that it comes from Satan. A lot of people get fearful of what they might lose coming into the truth. See what I'm saying? Gaining a brother, gaining a sister is what's going to happen. You're not going to have the same friends anymore. The same family members ain't going to mess with you like that. See what I'm saying? Everybody might look at you like a racist, like you're crazy. But what's really going to happen? You are going to gain a new family, a new friend, or friends. All these things are going to happen to you. It's going to be great things. See what I'm saying? If you lost great, siblings, if you think you lost a job or something, man, watch how the Most High blesses you. If you think you are, those kids, are going to be a loss to you because they don't want to deal with you because you believe in a powerful God. See what I'm saying? The children mad and upset with you because you won't allow them to do any holidays. Don't fear that. Be happy and rejoice. This is what you must be. For God hath not given us the spirit of fear, but of power, and of love, and of a sound mind, but of power. What power do you think that is? The power of the Lord, the power of the Most High, and of love. You know what that love is? It's a brotherhood, man. It's a sisterhood, okay? You see, and of a sound mind. A sound mind is where the thoughts are not scrambled all over the place, where there's no worry, or your mind is not so worrisome. You could, forget all about the depression, all the anxiety. You're not anxious. Your mind is calm. It's all collected. That's what a sound mind is. Okay. All right. Let me see here. Okay. So with that being said, I'll close out the class. But first, of course, I want to get into the prayers, the Lord's Prayer, and also the announcements. Okay. So that's it on that part with the class. Let's go ahead and get into the actual prayer. The Lord's Prayer for time's sake. Okay. Let's see here. All right, give me a moment. Okay. First things first. I.S.U.P.K security announcements. Oh, before I do that, make sure I clap it up. All right. Clap it up real quick. Now, I.S.U.P.K security announcements. We are the I.S.U.P.K, started out at 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Rule for new brother and sister. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to share themselves with the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There's another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this 6-month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment. Numbers 18 and 21. Malachi 3:8-10 means 10th in Hebrew. Mayashara, 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you. Give to the Treasury Department or teacher. Priest fund, free will offer for priests, not mandatory, whatsoever amount you would like. Holy Convocation, we got, I believe, the Feast of Blowing of the Trumpets which comes up September. Okay. Now, if anyone wants to be a trooper in the school, to start wearing all black, boots, shirt, pants, headband, and scarf. Okay. With that being said, let's get into the prayers, or prayer, I should say, for time's sake. The Lord's Prayer. Go ahead and face the east, which is right here. The Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew, YAHANNA, Shabbat Shemayim, Kodash, I.S.U.P.K, Yahweh, Malak Taba'ah, Ratazaka, Aisha, Barakaza, Kawa, Bashamayim, Nathalanawa, Lakom, Ka'al, Yawam, Basalakanawa, Kawakanawa, Kasalakanawa, Kawakanawa, Wala'ah, Taba'ayanawa, Basayawan, Abal, Aishayanawa, Mayan, Ra, Kaya, Laka, Malakwa, Ba'ala, Ba'akara, Lalamim, Aman. Now the Lord's Prayer in English. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name, Yahweh. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not to temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory forever. So be it. Amen. All right. Now tomorrow, what you want to do is check out the law class. All right. I.S.U.P.K Minneapolis. Subscribe everywhere. Facebook, YouTube. Let me see. Instagram, Twitter. You want to subscribe everywhere. Okay. Subscribe, like, share, comment. Tag somebody in this that you know need to hear this. Okay. With that being said, Israel, shalom.